Welcome to the Daily Jing for the 4th of April, Wednesday. So the final draft of the Familiar Essay 1 is due by Friday or Monday by 6 a.m. Don't wait until this weekend. If you have questions about your paper, you can go into the draft that I commented on and you can reply to my comments. Or if need be, you need to produce another second draft, then go in and do that before late Friday. After that, I will not be reading them, and I will not respond to your comments on Sunday. If you wait until the last minute to ask me questions, it's not going to do any of us any good. So look at your paper now, and if you have questions, ask them now so I can respond to them in a timely fashion. Let's go to the schedule. We're in the 10th week. Look at these samples. They're 3 student samples. Each one of them has comments by me and an end comment. I mainly talk about structure. I'm really interested in you coming up with a structuring motif for your essay. So look at these essays and look at my comments and try to do some kind of structuring of your essay. Almost no one did this in the rough draft, and it's a part of this assignment. If you want to get a decent grade on this paper, you structure your essay. The other thing I want to talk about, and we can look at my sample essay on cutting grapefruit, which is really about my mania for control, and the metaphor is the grapefruit. But I want to talk to you a little bit about this sort of self-talk, questioning, behavior that I ask you to do in your papers. I commented on a lot of your papers, telling you that I wanted to hear some interrogation of the problem while you're in the problem dealing with it, while you're in the scene dealing with it. And here's an example. Was this just a fluke, or had I stumbled onto a new and better way to eat grapefruit? It's a simple question. I'm asking myself something that then I can proceed to speculate on. And if you look at the paper in general, I stay within the scene, but I go off and I talk about various things, but I come back to the scene of eating grapefruit and making it into this kind of almost like an obsession. But what I'm really talking about in the essay is my struggle with orderliness and that sort of thing, of being an orderly person. Okay. So here's another example. I am able to pull the little fruit from their pockets with more ease. Why? Well, I don't know. The first cut, and then I go on to talk about it. So the simple act of questioning yourself within the essay is the sort of thing that familiar essayists do, because they're dealing with some kind of problem. They're not reporting on the facts. Although I do a lot of kind of telling of the facts in the essay, but I also do this kind of reflection on what's going on in my mind as I do this. And that's the sort of thing that I'm interested in you doing. Okay? So the question of the day is, where can I find an example of this self-talk? And it's in my second rough draft of the grapefruit essay. Okay? All right, thanks.